Hey guys, Spooks here with another episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. We left off on a little bit of a super sad note. Which I guess is where we left off on all of them, considering all these people passed away. And none of them made it super far into life. So, I think we'll be doing 2 this time, 2 next time, and 2 after that. So I think about 3 more episodes. This next one is the final chapter. Oh snap! Okay. Just kidding. This is it. Oh, you got this. Binge it. Okay, I will. Do it for you, Glitters.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
The rest are fast.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
That's neat. Is that backwards? Oh.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
See my little bracelet. I was hoping I could get another whirly woo on it.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
So I'm assuming this is after he divorced what's-her-face when Gregory accidentally drowned. Finagle himself on that. Oh, magic history. Where's the next part? Behind me? Can I go behind me? It's not behind me. Am I just blind? Or do I just have to whack people with it? That one. Alright. Tried to talk him out of it, but step on. I feel so. Oh! I found him. Okay.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him
These
to
were-
come here.
That's the totem.
But Gus
though.
declined, and as a sign
Oh,
held
I
up
get
his
that
middle
totem.
finger.
Yeah, take that, Dad. He's like, I want to talk about this totem. This was the totem that was on the beach that was all broken, and that's actually Otis on the boat in the bottom. Built the house and like tells the story of the whole house, which is cool. Or at least the first generations. I just thought I would share that.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I never noticed that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Am I gonna go inside the tent? Like the tent's probably safer than out here on this mountain. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get struck by lightning. Go inside. Oh, here it is. Is this why there were trees
Rain
in
came
the
down in
not trees
buckets
in
then,
the
but no one
chairs
seemed
in the
afraid
trees?
that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
I'm gonna destroy it. Dang it. Oh,
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry
a
power.
very strong
And all
kite.
my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Make it louder. Seems like a party. Oh yeah, because it was his wedding, wasn't it? I wish that. Oh, what do you wish that? Am I just gathering everything? Yeah. I can do that. Gathering of things. Stuff. Oh, snap. Oh, that's not good. Eat.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone.
Oh, cool.
Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
This is a cool... Oh,
But I didn't.
I was gonna say, that's a really
Until
cool
we
kite.
found you.
I got hit in the face with.
She never talked about him, but
Love the mohawk.
Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
And that makes sense why he had the wind whoosher thing down on his gravestone. Is there anything up here? Ooh, there he is.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
There we go. That makes sense. Ooh, now I'm in my mom's room. Hey, it's my mom and my dad.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
As many people find. Is that Gregory? Oh.
My mom moved to India a
There's
week
no
after
more.
graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
That's pretty cool. Going into Lewis's, he had like a crown.
When my dad died,
I'm
I
assuming-
don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Why?
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Look, it's me. I have all their names. Lewis rules.
But it didn't last.
Yeah, you do. That's depressing. As most things in this game. So I think Lewis is the one on the far left. The one on the right would be Milton. And look at my little baby right in the middle. Right there.
The beginning of the
Whoosh.
end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Well, that's a cool birthday present. I don't want to go in there just yet, because I feel like there might be something else. I don't want to miss anything. What else do we have? We have Milton, Lewis, Dawn, who's my mom. And then we have Edie's. Eventually. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. Just lives in a boat on top of a house. I'd love a room like super personalized to me. That would be so cool. Alright, Lewis knew how to party apparently.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I love the psychedelic with the black light. So, assuming that's the end of it. He was a pro gamer like me. Except I don't do drugs. But I don't judge.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Bro, same. Let's get Lewis. Take this to my mom.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the
I thought that was
monotony
my
of his
hand.
daily life. He kept working at the
Got it.
cannery,
Got it.
but he withdrew part of
Easy.
himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Yeah, this would be
His
super
mind
boring.
began to wonder.
Oh,
I
actually,
asked
both
him
this
to
at the same
describe
time.
it. He said he started small,
Am I a wizard?
imagining a labyrinth.
So I think that goes back to where I came from.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Oh, that was clever.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
Is he playing D&D at work?
But he found something more.
Bonfire lit.
I worried
Oh,
about
it's
him then,
3D now.
daydreaming at the cannery.
Oh,
I
it's hard
spoke with
to
his
do
boss,
both.
but he said Lewis had become a
It's
model
just-
employee. Methodical,
It's because
tireless, focused,
Yep. My brain wasn't here with me.
like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Also, I noticed all of them have liver spots. Their arms. Could be freckles, I guess.
I even encouraged him.
Probably freckles.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Good dog. Come along.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the
Like
city
it.
up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Oh, I still have the old fish. Yeah, dance.
And songs for them to
Boogie
play.
down. I agree. I also love the different. That's what I'm saying. Like the personalization effect for every single person is so different, but so them.
He talked about starting
I
a band.
love it.
And he was
So
always
happy.
humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery,
How do you speak when you've got this
but
going
his
on?
chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
I mean, I guess you're right. I lost myself. Oh, crap. I gotta be good at my job.
He held an election for mayor.
There were no
And he
other
won.
candidates.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Did he get a one-up from that?
It became a game for him.
Oh, crap. I gotta do a boat and fish.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Towards the
New
sea.
Lewis
Or I just go past it. I really want that one to be called
St. Louis.
Louisiana. Okay, that's pretty good.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis.
Even as
Wait,
his
why?
mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Hey, Mom. Touch my bloody glove. I'm busy, Mom. I just made a town called Minneapolis.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Also, I like how the books
The
over
Queen
the
was
side
on her
are
own quest
not
for-
English. Sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Oh, ah, crap, my fish. I was paying attention on the sinister serpents.
He followed the sound of her
Silver harp.
silver harp.
To be honest, I don't like sitar. I do like harps, though.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west
I
of the moon.
found her. I'm just gonna go right to
Even
the
then, his logic remained sound. He knew the
back,
world was all
baby.
in his imagination.
Why are you so fast? Oh, that's a lot of fish. Ooh.
But he was so
First.
proud of having created it.
Wait, I have an idea. There we go.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
An emperor. Oh. Okay, I wasn't letting me walk forward. Okay, the broadcast has ended.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was weird. Sorry, I said my broadcast had ended.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
You're right, though. I'm just straight up gets trained.
It was hard to argue with him.
Yes. Stand at attention. Oh. Wow. The door stayed, which I think is pretty cool. Okay. Can't open that. I'm assuming this is my locker. Well, with the Chinese food, the weed, and
He began to
psychedelic
forget the world
pictures.
we know.
It's a lot of fish heads.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Okay, they're still alive? I'm confused. Oh, they were just like dumping dead fish into the water. Wait,
He began to despise
This
the man with
is-
a royal contempt.
Finch.
I
think know
still
where this is
thought I
going.
could save him.
Yep.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
This dude's happy in the end, though.
The palace would be
Even if
packed
it
with his
wasn't a
companions.
way. He was still happy in that mindset. He had a place he could escape to.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
It's Molly! I mean, the cat, but still. He wouldn't quite say happy. That's true. But, like, in his, like, made-up world that he's in,
His
like,
queen
this other
waited,
Lewis
holding
he's
his
created,
crown. There was only one thing left to do.
oh.
bend down his head.
She's gotta be
The
probably.
rest I think you know.
Yep,
Mrs. Finch, your son
My
was a
piece
kind
is
man
minimal.
who
You have
would
to
be
leave the
missed
real one
by
behind.
all of us who knew him.
it's true. It's sadly true. That might be the most gruesome one yet. Like, I know the falling off the cliff one was really bad, and also like the getting murdered. But straight up,
My brother was
in
really
the
cool.
cannery where
I wish you could
food
have met him.
is, just chop off your own head. Oh man. I wonder if that's one of his subjects. Or maybe that's the little Lewis that he imagined. I was having fun being the king.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh, was Edie here all along? That wasn't right. Oh, wait, that.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
How did I miss this staircase? Is this Edie's room? Or Dawn's?
I wish we'd stayed.
Yeah, I'm thinking Dawn's.
But I understand
Person's
why
at
we
the end of
left.
their wits. Yeah. I guess I never really thought about all the plumbing this house would have until looking at that water filter. And that must have been a nightmare. That's all she had left. In terms of like her own children.
My mom ended up leaving
That was
everything
it.
behind.
I don't blame her.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Run up to my room.
But it had to end one way or another.
You put the youngest kid like.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Wait a minute. I still need to know about Milton. I'm gonna go back down. Because I think I might have had a way. Milton just disappeared. Is there a way that I like do his story though? Because he had his castle. You never get his story. Oh. Sad day. What about Dawn's though? I also don't have Dawn's. Here we go, Dawn. Okay. I'm assuming there's got to be a way to get Milton's, just for the fact that because each person has a drawing. Yeah, those are like the loyal subjects in my kingdom. Oh, okay. With you.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh, was this old lady just like crawling through everything? Labyrinths. Yep, that sounds about right.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Wait, why would they be dead because of the stories?
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
No, I've got a feeling
have
that
the
there's
nursing
something
home send a
about
van
Milton.
for you in the morning.
I need to go check
Okay.
out. I really need to go check out that
Dear
castle. I just want to look at
There's
it.
so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in,
That's cool.
I lost my way.
Just keep going straight. I can't see anything.
I got turned around.
I didn't even move. Don't even say I got turned around. You turned me around. It had a red light on it though. It had a red beam.
I started seeing things.
Ooh, a deer. Do I follow you? Perhaps?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
A bed?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
I'm at the house.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Perhaps. It's still locked. There'd be so much rust damage on that.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and... Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Dang it, Mom.
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let
Don't
go.
do it.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Oh, I wonder if I can go into the library now that I know that's open and I can finish the story.
I
That's
never
what I'm
saw
thinking.
Great Grandma Edie
It's
again.
I love you, Edie.
The next morning, the van came
Smooches.
to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Dawn is in. Dead. I always go back and replay. That's true.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
That's how I had to get the achievements. Ah, gotcha. There's gotta be a faster way to get this off.
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
There we go.
but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Mom, you just freaking blew out my thing. Which is really rude.
She got better for a while,
Serious. This is pretty sad. Rip Dawn.
and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Sorry, that's not funny.
The last Finch left alive. until I found out about you.
Oh, dang it.
I'm
Yeah,
still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Oh, dang it.
Now I
think
hope
at the
you'll
end.
never see it.
I wish I would have explored more. Also,
I just want to meet you.
There's gotta be
And
a way
tell
I
you
can
all
go back
these
to the
stories
library.
myself.
After I end,
But I guess
I
if
hurry
hurrying
and
this
do a
now,
super quick playthrough and get right to where I can
things didn't work out that way.
restream. I don't know.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, she died. Wait, how? What? What? Oh, she died in childbirth. Oh, what remains of Edith Finch? I get it. The remains are her son. Oh, snap. There's gotta be. Edie, Dawn, and Milton, there's gotta be something I can get them. The whole time you're not only reliving their last moments, but hers also. What? Brain just exploded. I think I might leave that episode here, but I am gonna immediately restart, fly through it, and figure out how to get Dawn's. Rip Edith. I mean, you're right. Okay, we'll go through this. Okay, I don't have any way to speed it up. He is that last known member of his whole family tree. Oh, dang. You're right. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay, I'm gonna do a cheatsy-do, somewhat spoiler for myself, and see if there even is a way to find Milton. Because if they're not, then there's no point in going back. I'm not gonna read how, I'm just gonna see if there is. Okay, so you actually can get into the castle. We got an achievement. Sorry, I know I'm being a bit of a cheatsy-do, but I really don't want to miss. Don't want to miss anything. I couldn't find anything concrete on how to get... Oh, okay, there's Dawn. Duh. Okay. That's weird. The replay story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Oh, okay, so wait. I can just play from a certain part. Wait. So Dawn and Edie's is the same, which I'm assuming is where they all leave. Okay, yeah, wait, yeah, there is something here. Okay, there is something for Milton. Maybe? Okay, yeah, it's just loading. It's funky that it let me, like, replay it, even though I didn't play it once. So how would I have gotten in here in the first place? Ooh. Let's wait for this all to load in. Let's get there. Okay, so if I would have just... Okay, so if I would have just went up to it and walked around right... Okay. Okay. Dang it. Oh, that's how we got it. A lot of ink. Big footprints. Did he get kidnapped? Because there ain't no way. Those are his footprints. He had a very pretty castle. Huh. I like the picture. He had his own homemade elevator. A handsome stud. Oh man. Just when you've thought you've seen every art style, you're right. Okay, let's check this out. Got kidnapped.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
It's a flip book.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I do like how like his picture is his drawing. Oh. I feel like okay, I finished all the stories. Yeah, that's so maybe those are his footprints.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I want to know where he went. Like, I know that that's part of the charm is that you don't know. You're never going to know.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, his own little welcome mat with his logo. I like that. Okay, that is... Wait, can I go... Wait. Can I go into the library now? So I guess there's a game called The Unfinished Swan. Apparently sheds some light on Milton. Oh. I'm gonna have to see if I can get that. I like how they had their own little garden. And Milton's... It's just art. I want to see if I can get down into the library. Now I know that there's a secret door. From there. How did I get up here? Oh, dang it. Okay. If I replay... Whose would get me to like the front? The easiest. Go with... Oh, but it's exclusively on PlayStation. That is freaking sad. I'm gonna have to go watch that though. I'm hoping with this whole PlayStation, PC, Nintendo Switch kind of group thing that everyone's doing, how we're sharing more, the exclusives will be less exclusive, if that makes sense. I mean, like, the one truly, truly super exclusive thing Xbox had, as in Halo,
I
was
knew
just
Grandpa
exported
Sam
to
had a
PC,
twin.
so. Yep, he did, but I'm gonna go this way instead. So part of me's gotta believe there's... Oh. It's making the sounds that I went on the other side. But... Oh, there we go. Alright. And I kinda wanna go through and see all the Easter eggs. 'Cause this is where Gregory passed away. And there's his toy froggy. Super sad. The player is a young boy chasing after a swan who has wandered off into a surreal, unfinished kingdom. The game begins in a completely white space where players can throw paint to splatter their surroundings and reveal the world around them. So he just straight up, like, ran away. Possibly died in the woods. That's what I'm guessing, at least. Okay. I gotta remember how I got everywhere. Oh, dang it. Okay. Might have to go to Mother's room. I want to go to the front, because now I know there's a thing. So go to Molly. See if we can't go backwards from there. Oh, it doesn't let you. Sad day. I was hoping I'd be able to go finish the book that Great-Grandma Edie was giving to me. I tried unlocking the basement early and it denied my love. Okay. Yeah, I think...
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, wait.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's cute. Okay, that might be it for this. Because I can't get in through there.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh, whoa. That's new. Yeah, I didn't get that the first time I came here. Great game, great story, and full of death. You are 100% correct. Wow. I am, however, after this, going to be streaming Layers of Fear, just for kicks and giggles. So, I think that is it on What Remains of Edith Finch. This was
I got the
absolutely
sense
awesome.
Edie had spent a lot of time here.
I do too. Alright, I will see all of you later. Thank you, Glitterpuff, for being so helpful. I would not have made it through a lot of that without you. Also, you got me, like, a ton of achievements. See you on